Welcome everyone to the AI-powered Ethical Hacking Complete course. We are now learning the advanced part of reconnaissance. Today we will learn DNS footprinting. Disclaimer: this video is made for educational purposes only. We do not encourage or promote any illegal activity. CecurityTrails is a popular OSINT, open source intelligence, tool and platform that is mainly used for gathering information about domains, IPs, DNS, subdomains, and servers. It is highly effective in cybersecurity research, red teaming, threat hunting, and bug bounty activities. CecurityTrails key features: domain enumeration and subdomain discovery. Helps to find subdomains connected with any domain. Example: if you enter example.com, it can reveal mail.example.com, dev.example.com, etc. Useful in bug bounty or pentesting to discover hidden assets. Among subdomains, you can actually find a large number listed here. Some of these subdomains may be vulnerable to subdomain takeover attacks. That's why subdomains themselves often contain potential security vulnerabilities within a domain. Historical DNS records. Allows viewing old DNS records. You can see which IP a domain used in the past and which server it was hosted on. Helpful for threat hunting and investigations. WHOIS information. Provides domain registration details, registrar, contact info, and named servers. Useful for tracking domain owners. IP and ASN intelligence. Finds the location, ISP, organization, and ASN, autonomous system number, of a given IP. Helps understand which network a server belongs to. Technology stack detection. Identifies technologies used by a website such as server, framework, CDN, CMS, e.g., Apache, Jinx, Cloudflare, WordPress, etc. Helps identify potential attack vectors. DNSTrails DNS lookup. Displays records like A, Quad A, MX, TXT, and SSOA. Useful for checking email server configurations or finding security misconfigurations. Reverse DNS reverse IP lookup. Reveals which other domains are hosted on a specific IP or server. Helps identify shared hosting or hidden domains. SSL TLS certificate details. Shows SSL certificate details such as issuer and expiry date. Useful for detecting expired or misconfigured SSL certificates. Threat intelligence and monitoring. Allows continuous monitoring of domains. You get notifications when new DNS records are added or a subdomain is created. Useful for both red teams and blue teams. API integration. CecurityTrails API can be used to build custom scripts or automation tools. Very effective for recon automation. Who uses CecurityTrails? Bug bounty hunters, to discover subdomains and misconfigurations. Penetration testers, to understand the attack surface of a target. SOC blue teams, to monitor their own domain assets. OSINT researchers, for threat investigation and hunting. Fierce is a domain reconnaissance DNS reconnaissance tool. It is mainly used for subdomain enumeration and DNS scanning. This tool is very useful in offensive security, penetration testing, and bug bounty activities. The installation process of Fierce goes like this. If you run Python mpip install Fierce, you will get an error because we are working inside an externally managed environment. That's why we need to create and use a virtual environment first. First, install pix. Sudo apt install pix-y. Using pix, easy way for tools. Since Fierce is a tool, installing it with pix is the easiest option. Just run pix install Fierce. This way, you don't need to manually manage a separate virtual environment, and you can directly run the tool system-wide. It's already installed on my system. Now, to go inside the Fierce folder, cd Fierce. Command ls to see which files and folders are available. Then, navigate into the Fierce folder, cd Fierce. Inside this folder, you will find our Python file named fierce.py. Now, if you run the command, Python fierce.py domain google.com subdomains accounts admin ads. The meaning of this command is that you are targeting only 3 specific subdomains, accounts, admin, ads of google.com. All 3 were found successfully. From this scan, you also received results such as DNS query results, DNS record information, name details, reverse DNS lookup, and some additional information. Traverse nearby IPs command python fierce.py domain facebook.com subdomains admin traverse 10. What it does resolves admin.facebook.com to its IP. Then checks 10 IP addresses before and after that IP. This can help discover other domains or subdomains in the same IP block. Other useful commands include limit traversal to specific domains, attempt HTTP connection, wide scan, zone transfer attempt, internal network scanning. If you need the full list of commands, you can post in a Facebook group for help, or check directly on GitHub where the Fierce repository has all commands documented. MXToolBox is a popular online DNS, email, and network diagnostics tool. It is mainly used to gather server/domain-related information, check email health, and identify DNS issues. If we perform an MX lookup for google.com, MXToolBox will show the domain's mail servers. It will also provide details such as IP addresses and host names, DNS records found, DMARC records found, whether DMARC quarantine or reject policy is enabled, blacklist check. This feature checks whether an IP or domain is listed in any spam blacklist. If it is blacklisted, it will show an alert with color indication. In this case, everything is safe, but 2 entries timed out during the check. DNS lookup. With DNS lookup, you can check various DNS records. A record maps a domain name to its IP address. If you scroll down, you can also see the previous history of the lookups. The tool shows whether a DNS record is found for the queried domain. Test email server feature in MXToolBox is used to check whether the email server of a specific domain is working properly or not. Purpose of a DNS check is to verify whether the DNS, domain name system, configuration of a domain is working correctly or not. Here you can review all the available options, each providing useful information. You'll be able to gather a lot of details about your target domain. This tool is extremely helpful. MXToolBox is like the doctor for email and DNS, allowing you to easily identify and diagnose all issues related to email servers and domains. If you search for google.com, you will be able to see all DNS records, blacklist status, network diagnostics, ping, traceroute, overall domain health, and many other details about the domain. From the MX Lookup Find Problems section, you can see the domain's issues as follows. Problems 0 errors for warnings. Blacklist not listed in any blacklist. Everything is fine. SMTP mail server, 1 warning, rest are fine. Web server all good, no issues. DNS 3 warnings, rest are fine. This is how you can view the problems or warnings for a domain. DNSRecon install basic command pip3 install DNSRecon. But in a virtual environment or certain system setups, you may encounter errors during installation. You get an externally managed environment error. So now, you need to use a virtual environment to install and run the tool. Create a virtual environment Python 3 mv venv. Activate the virtual environment source vnv/bin/activate. Install DNSRecon pip install DNSRecon. Check installation DNSRecon H. If the help message appears, the installation was successful. For overall DNS record enumeration with DNSRecon, basic DNS record enumeration DNSRecon dtesla.com. Despecifies the domain. All in one scan, full checks including MX, NS, TXT, A, Quad A, brute force, zone transfer. DNSRecon dtesla.com A runs all enumeration modes. You can also test zone transfer, brute force subdomain discovery, reverse lookup. If you face any problems or need the commands for practice, just post in the Facebook group, and I'll help you with the commands. In the next part, we will look at network and email footprinting as well as footprinting through social engineering. If beginners face any problems related to this class, you can post your questions in the Facebook group. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.